Bart failed several exams in a row, so he was labeled as having an intellectual disability. He even had to repeat a grade for a year. Tomorrow's exam was his last chance, but Bart knew his own level well. He was the naughtiest kid in the class when the teacher was going to check their book reports in class. Bart just picked up a book and started making up content.
Perhaps you'd like to tell us the name of the pirate.
Blackbeard, Captain Nemo, Captain Hook, Long John Silver, Pete, Bluebeard.
Sit down, Bart. I'll see you after class.
After school, Bart went to the arcade again. He planned to play a few rounds and then go home to study hard. But when he got home, he got hooked on anime. He watched it until midnight. It was only then that Bart made up his mind to start studying. But soon, he just dozed off with his head in the book. Bart woke up with a start the next morning. He wasn't prepared for today's exam at all. To avoid this exam, he started putting on an act.
What is it, Bart?
Nothing. Must take test.
Bart lied about having a stomachache. Not only did he successfully skip this exam, but he also got a few days off to pass the makeup exam later. He got the exam answers from Milhouse, afraid that a too high score would arouse the teacher's suspicion. He deliberately got a few questions wrong, but the teacher was still not satisfied with his answers. The other students in the class were making progress gradually, while Bart's study was just standing still. The experts suspected that Bart had an intellectual defect and suggested that he stay in school for another year to study. Bart strongly opposed this decision. He begged the teacher to give him one more chance. He didn't want to be labeled as mentally handicapped. In class, Bart began to imagine future scenarios. When he was middle-aged, he was still repeating grades. When the teacher asked him a question, he even needed his son to remind him of the answer to prevent the scene in his imagination from coming true. Bart wanted Martin to tutor him, but influenced by Bart, Martin began to enjoy the fun of being a bad kid.
Now, big test is tomorrow, and I haven't even started.
Who cares about some test? Life's too short for tests.
Hey, I thought we had a deal.
The Martin Prince-uated